What's going on, everyone? Back once again, episode 2 of my Road to Glory series, aka Stish's Summer of Dubs. Last week I put 5 players into cap 240 limited, hoping to scrape that $5 threshold reward, and if we're really lucky, maybe even a card. Let's see how the boys got on. As mentioned on last week's episode, we needed Cienciano and Atlas to really come in big for us this week to make sure that we hit that 250 point threshold. Cienciano kept up their end of the bargain, with new signing Miguel Vargas keeping a clean sheet on debut and Carlos Beltran banging a goal at the other end. A lot of good points there coming in from both of those players, leaving it up to the final 3 to bring home the bacon. Up first, if we take a look at Jalen Lindsay, a pretty disappointing effort from him this week with a minus 12.4 all-around score, leaving him with just 22.6 points in total. Not good enough to bring home the result for us this weekend. Even more disappointingly, Luis Reyes with the big fat 0 DNP from him.
The D, the N, the P.
And Julio Furch could only manage 33.6 points, a total of 199.62 points. Not good enough for the E threshold and certainly not good enough for a card this week. We go again next week. Here's what we got in store going into game week 3. Let's have a look. Going to be targeting cap 240 limited once again, trying to win that $5 threshold prize. We're sticking with Vargas and Beltran from Cienciano, and we're going to give Jalen Lindsay another opportunity to better his score from last week. Fingers crossed for that. Julio Furch up top once again. The only change in the middle, Ezekiel Piovi, who is capable of those high scores. Fingers crossed for a big score from him this weekend, and hopefully we can bag that $5 of Ethereum. If we have a look at this week's price chart, we haven't really moved that far from last week's total. We're still hovering around that 55 quid mark, so fingers crossed we can get that Ethereum in and start edging ourselves a bit closer towards picking up maybe a second goalkeeper that'll open up another competition for us in each game week. Make sure you're tuned in next week for week 4. Fingers crossed we hit that threshold this week. Good luck, everyone, and I'll see you again on the next episode.